All right, so I'm going to share with you the 10 things everybody tells you about getting into shape after you're done playing sports, okay? And I'm going to be able to explain why this happened and what you can do to fix it so that you can be in shape for the rest of your life, okay? Let's go into each of these. The first one is your brain still thinks you're elite, but your body disagrees, okay? So we're so used to being trained to perform a certain way when we work out that once you're done playing sports, right, you think you can still do gas or you think you can still do suicide sprints, and you'll do it without a plan. And what ends up happening is, boom, you go for a sprint. Now you've pulled your hamstring. You're out for the next 3 weeks, and 3 weeks turns into 3 years, and now you're 30 pounds overweight. Okay, so you've got to understand exactly where you're at now in order to be successful for the long term. If that sounds like you need help with this, guys, like this video or subscribe so you can get all the tips and tricks that I'll be dropping on this. Okay. Number two, and this is one of the most important, is warm-ups go from optional to mandatory. When you're playing sports, you just go in. Sometimes you on the bench press without even doing any kind of warm, and you would do great. I remember me myself, I used to be able to put 345 on the bench as my first set without even doing a push-up or anything. Okay. That's not real life anymore. It is imperative that you warm up so that those muscles are, one, prepared for what you're about to do, and two, prepared to do injury prevention so that you burn a massive amount of fat during your workout. Okay, so warm-ups are intentional. I actually teach during my program what's called the Phoenix Strong Dynamic Warm-Up, which is the absolute best warm-up you can do for not only burning maximum fat and burning maximum calories, but also injury prevention so that you never hurt yourself in the gym, okay? Three, everybody experiences this one, and that is that soreness now hits different and lasts way longer. Before, you practice, play a game, work out, next day you're good to go. Now, sometimes you do one hard workout, it's lasting you 4 to 5 days, okay? There are two key things that you need to do after you work out to eliminate soreness so that you can get back to life the next day and be able to work out again within the next 48 hours without any setbacks. I'm going to be teaching both of those in the next video, so make sure you are subscribed to my channel to see those. 4, you don't bounce back, okay? You negotiate with your body. Now, this one is a little bit more different to understand, okay? Sometimes we work out, and then we end up doing icing and heating and foam rolling and ibuprofen. Before, it was whatever you did, hard game, you were still good to go. Now it's like, body, please, can I get back to normal life, okay? In order to eliminate that, you need to treat your body like a Lamborghini. A Lamborghini is a beautiful car, but it cannot drive anywhere without premium fuel in it, and your body works the same way, okay? No more putting 87 gas in there. It's got to be premium. And that's what happens when you have a true nutrition plan in place that sets your body up for success, which is also something I teach in my program. But I do have a nutrition video coming out as well, so make sure you're subscribed. All right. Now, your old PRs become emotional damage. Oh, we all got that one friend back in the day, benching 500 pounds. Back in the day, I worked out 5 days a week and I looked like you. We all hear these things all the time, okay? You got to move on, all right? In order to be successful, you don't need to be benching 600 pounds, okay? You don't have to, girls, squat 200 pounds. You don't have to do that in order to look good, feel good, and train your body for longevity, all right? And next is the number one biggest thing. You can't out-train a bad diet anymore, okay? A house built on a poor foundation will always crumble. And as a college athlete, you are built on a terrible foundation because you can eat whatever, do whatever, and you still look great because your coaches are training you so hard, you're working so hard, they're holding you accountable, and so you just look great all the time, okay? But if you don't understand how to eat, then once you graduate, those bad habits become that terrible foundation. The house comes crumbling down within 10 years. And if you're watching this, that probably happened to you, okay? Now, you don't want to go do a strict diet. What you need is a sustainable nutrition plan that allows you to have your favorite foods, eat the way you want to eat in a way that's sustainable without feeling like you're starving yourself, without doing keto or a fad diet. Just simple nutrition that works, because simplicity scales and complexity fails, okay? In my sustainable nutrition plan, I make it so that nutrition is a way you can eat forever without having to struggle again, and your body is going to look great. I've had clients lose 60 to 80 pounds in just 7 months or so, okay? My typical client will lose 20 pounds in the first 3 weeks with this nutrition plan. It is so powerful that it is life-changing, and you'll be an example for your family as well, okay? Stick around for the end of the video and more on how you can get that. Now, Discipline doesn't hit the same without coaches and teammates or mandatory lifts, okay? You were disciplined before because you had to be there. They were telling you what to do. Now, without that coach in your ear, all of a sudden you're like, I can skip today, okay? And today turns into 3 weeks, and then next thing you know, you're telling the story about how you just fell off and you're not sure when it happened and you're blaming life, okay? To fix this, you got to bring back the coach. You got to bring back somebody that's higher than you, higher authority that you're answering to, so that you'll be successful, and that muscle memory will kick in and you'll respond wonderfully. But that coach has to be following the right plan for you. You, as in somebody that was a former college athlete, that's body's been through certain circumstances so that you're set up for success, which is what I teach in the Athlete Resurrection Program. And I'm sure everybody knows it's probably number 3 here. Cardio humbles you faster than any coach ever did. Okay. You used to run miles, 6-7 minute mile. You could run cardio all day. Now you go up the stairs and you're huffing and puffing. Okay. You get on the treadmill and you're like, woo, that was a great workout. And you look, it's only been 5 minutes and you burned like 6 calories because you weren't doing anything on there. Okay. You got to understand how to do cardio now as a post athlete in order to be successful long term. And, your heart, you've got to keep it in top shape. So cardio is huge, which I teach the right kind of cardio to do to build that strong foundation in the Athlete Resurrection Program. And of course, some people, we start comparing everything back to when we played. Well, game day is not coming up this Friday and it's not coming up next week. We need to be prepared for life. Now you've got a full-time career. You may or may not have kids. You got a significant other. You got a lot of things going on. So health can't take 2 hours anymore, okay? So you've got to find a way to fit it into 30 to 45-minute windows and be successful, okay? And there's a specific way you need to do that. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe now so you can learn how to do that, okay? And the comeback is 90% mental, 10% not getting injured, right? The way you don't get injured is following a specific warm-up that is set up for success and following the right plan when you're working out so that you're not wasting time doing movements that are not going to benefit you, and so you can be successful long term. Guys, if any of these stuck out to you, you may be a good fit for the Athlete Resurrection Program. Click the link in the bio and schedule a call with me and my team. We'll be able to see if you're a good fit for us. It's a completely free call, and you'll walk away with this call with 1 of 2 things. 1, you will be a great fit and we'll take you on and we'll move forward. Or 2, you will understand what the cracks are in your foundation so that you can build a strong foundation to move forward and see results.